So as promised, it is finally here. This is the Doors of Victory episode. We're hoping to get all of these 4 doors that I've been working really hard on for the last episode. Hopefully they're going to get a nice coat of their primers and things that's going to help them have their other coats put on. I do apologise that I've had a little bit of downtime. It has been Christmas, and now I've got a nice pocket of time between Christmas and New Year's where I can get all this now kind of done. And there's also a few other things coming up in this episode, as I promised as well. One is finding out if I've made my 50 subscriber target. If I have not, I need to walk the plank off of my boat tomorrow, which is the 28th. Weather dependent. Apparently there's some sort of storm hitting the UK. We'll see if that happens. And the other thing is that I'm going to be showing you a few of the nice little things that I've got for Christmas as well, which are hopefully going to help me out for future episodes. And my daughter has something absolutely cute as anything that she's got for Christmas as well, which I want to show you. All coming up in this episode. As I have said previously before, this is just an amateur garage, sort of minimalist tools really, nothing in here costing hundreds of thousands of pounds to run. Now I'd be really interested to see any comments from you guys, because I came up with this question from one of my friends that's been helping me along with this, about how to tackle areas that are difficult to get to in terms of paint preparation. Obviously we've got paint thinners and things like that. I did have a go at some of them. I thought I ordered some high strength ones. They all seemed to not really do the job for me. I don't know if I was using it wrong, but I tried several different ways in that. But in the end, I called him up and said, what would you recommend? And he said, well, there's a few options. There's the soda blaster sand blasting thing. I don't have one of those. I would love one. Hopefully I'll get one of them soon. But for now, I said, is there anything I can do that's in my own garage that I can kind of just use now? And he said, to be honest with you, Chris, one of the best things you can probably do is use the heat gun and a chisel, maybe a wire brush, and just go with maybe some cheap drill pieces and things like that. So I'm going to kind of take you through how I've been doing it. This might be completely wrong. I have, however, managed to achieve what I want to set out to do, is tackle some of these smaller areas. But if any of you out there have better experience in this than me, and you have a better way, and want to blow my mind with how much time I've been wasting using this other method, then feel free. This is the type of area that I was talking about. As you can see, I mean, I have obviously been working on this door before and giving it a quick cover over with a bit of etch primer. That's just sheerly to stop any rusting from happening, really. However, if you look closer, you see all this chipped paint that has not taken very well. This is from the old green paint that was on there. So what we need to do is try and heat this paint up a little bit with a heat gun, and I'm basically going to be using a chisel just to chisel away at the edges to get round to the bottom of these bolts in here, and then possibly give it a light rub up with a brush or something, and hopefully this whole area will be looking better. I have got some more heavy duty wire brushes on drills and things if I need to use them. I also need to give this a little sort out as well on this hinge. That's quite bad. And as you can see, we've got this line that goes all the way along. See this? That's the way the edge of the old paint is. Again, I'm going to need to pretty much from this part here all the way down to those other bolt section there, is just clean this area right up, and again we'll put some primer back over the top of it to protect it. So just as I suspected, this little piece here just seems to be flinging sandpaper across the room every 5 minutes. So I'm going to give up on that one and go with the wire wheel tens of it. I've got this one, I've got this one, and I've got this one. Now all I would say about these guys is, yeah, they are a little bit vicious. So mind your hands as you put them in the chuck, because I have definitely managed to give myself a nasty little cut from this one a few times. I know it's probably a little bit aggressive to go for a wire wheel, but the scratches that it would leave on the metal probably wouldn't be that severe, and afterwards I can just lay over some filler primer, and if it's that bad I could just use a bit of body filler on there as well. So yeah, let's use this and speed this process up a little bit. I'll put this on this away a little bit. I am going to still be using a bit of heat on there just to and there we are. So yeah, okay, it looks a little bit messy at the moment, but actually at least all of this is now even. It actually feels even. We're not going to end up, once we have that new paint on it, with hopefully massive mountains where the old paint is still clinging on for dear life. This is now completely kind of flush, if that makes sense. And now what we're going to do is, this isn't just an average cloth. This is what we call a tacking cloth. It's almost, well, it's what it says on the tin really. It's tacky. Basically almost got like a stickiness to it that helps pull off the any dust or paint that's still clinging on there, because obviously we don't want to be painting over that, because it will give us a dust nib. I'll give that a little scrub up, and then I'm simply going to use a little bit of etch primer just to coat it for now. Now eventually this is going to have almost like a cream etch primer, well, not etch primer, cream primer on the top of the etch primer, which is going to be eventually the interior colour, and that is coming in this episode. But for now we just want to get something on there to defend it, just in case the water particles in the air make this go any rustier than it needs to be. So there we go, just an average bit of etch primer. I just happen to be what I have at my local store. There's tons of brands out there, but yeah, as long as it's etch primer. If you find that once this is on, that the scratches and things are really bad, you can use body filler, or you could use a little bit of filler primer. I have actually run out of filler primer. I might need to go get some if this doesn't look good. Well, obviously it's got to dry yet, but I'm sure you can already agree that that looks so much more even. We'll let it dry and see how it looks. And now I've totaled today the Doors of Victory, where we're intending to get this all finished. As you can see, I've got quite a lot to do still. It is quite a rainy, soggy day in soggy Britain. Yes, as you can see, very damp out here. Yuck. A friend of mine has actually given me some tips about how to get a good result out of obviously these doors being painted up, and obviously the rest of the car. You can't really just get away with some rough old sandpaper, sanding it up, painting it. You know, for the job I'm doing, I think the scratches would actually show through. So what we're going to do, obviously this has had a variety of different grits on it to get it flat or down to bare metal, but what we need to do at this point is obviously refine the sandpaper up through the list until eventually it's completely smooth. I'm probably going to start at about 320 grit, and then obviously progress to 400 and then 600. It should feel perfectly smooth at the end, and that way I'll know I've got a perfect key, and obviously we're going to rub all the doors down with tacking cloth so that the primer coats properly on there. So this is a little tricky area, and I think earlier I showed you this drill piece. Obviously for getting into places like this it's absolutely ideal, because we do not want to be leaving paint like this, and it's so bad. This paint work was the original paint that was on there, and as you can see why I want to get rid of it. It's absolutely nasty. You can still see the brush strokes in there. It was just not done very well. Really hoping that I'm going to get a better result from my job than this. This is, if I can beat this, I'll be happy, put it that way. decided enough is enough. I have been having nothing but trouble with this hose that my compressor came with. It's done all right, but as you can see, it's not very long and it keeps getting holes in it. So I've just been out to the shop and treated myself to a nice big one. Oh, let me see if I can get it open. To a nice new hose. Look at that bad boy. That should make stuff so much easier. In fact, I don't think there's anywhere in the garage I can't get to with a hose this big. Exciting. Now is the big day. We're planning to get all these doors that we've been working on. We've got 3 of them. We've got that one, this one, and that one. We're gonna try and put some primer coats on both the front and the back. Now the only problem is it's going to be a bit fiddly because I've made a bit of a rod for my own back here, haven't I? Yep. I've chosen to go with a sort of almost like a two-tone colour. So basically the front of the doors will be eventually British Marine Red, and the back will be so the inside of the car will almost be like a coach cream.
Cream, yeah.
Yeah.
Cream.
Now I haven't actually really mentioned what kind of colours I was going to go for. Basically, I'm aiming to be kind of like almost like a British Rail kind of service colour, British Maroon Red with coach carriage cream. So that's why the top of the car is almost like a white colour just on the hood. But the engine bay will be cream, the interior will be cream, and so will the boot, I think.
Yep.
It shouldn't be too bad. I think, yeah, what we need to do... What do you reckon, Ian? Do you reckon I should just spray this cream?
Cream, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. So luckily, I've got Ian's help today. You're going to be giving me a hand in here today, aren't you? So I think the first task is going to need to be to put some of this on the windows and stuff. So make sure that no overspray hits any of the black rubbers and things like that. Okay, yeah, so what we're going to need to do, because as you can well imagine, I've used all kind of different sandpapers and body fillers and all this. We need to make sure when we spray these doors for the first time with these primers that it's obviously a nice even sand off. So I've got some 320 grit and some 600 grit so that we've got a fantastic key to obviously put these paints down onto, and that's where Ian's going to become really helpful because I've obviously got quite a lot to do today. We've got all the doors, we've got all the windows and things covered up with plastic. We're pretty much ready to start getting this prep now. So we're going to Ian's going to be the 320 grit man. You're going to go around with this, Ian, and I'll follow behind him with some 600 grit. Hopefully get a nice even coat, and then we'll get spraying finally. Go on, start like right, yeah, Ian, more sanding, yay! More sanding. We've come up with a plan. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint the front of these doors with the red oxy primer, which is that one there. We're going to do that bit first because obviously we might have some overspray, and then after that's dried we will then flip the doors over, and I think what we'll do is just use this stuff here. We're having a tea break, aren't we, Ian? You enjoying that sofa?
Oh yes.
Yeah, good lad. We're going to use this, and then we'll cover up these front edges of the doors, and then use so this is light grey primer, because remember the inside of the car is going to be cream. Yeah. By the way, yeah, this is not going to be the end result of the car. I do not want it to look like a London lintel. Cool. So yeah, well, we're pretty much ready to give this a blast down with some paint now. The last little thing I'm going to do is just run this tacking cloth over all the doors, just to make sure there is no hidden dust or anything that's likely to cause dust nibs. And I think what we're going to do, now this should be interesting for people online, because we are essentially going to try and coach paint these. And I think traditionally coach painting is either done with a tipping brush, like a hand brush, or people use the roller. Now, I've been told by the helpful people at Paintman, which is where I've got these paints from, I'm quite happy with them actually so far. They seem to be performing really well. I've said, look, what do you recommend in terms of best method of this going on? And they said it will actually spray quite nicely. And I kind of believe them, because it did spray the car quite nicely, didn't it, Ian?
Yeah.
However, just an experiment, because I don't know why, it seems when the paint was quite warm that it seemed to perform a bit better. So I've just made a little bit of warm water in there. I don't know why that works. If any of you have an answer to that, I'll be interested to hear it. But yeah, you never know. I might be doing something really wrong here, Ian. That might be completely wrong. I don't know. I can't imagine my girlfriend's going to be too happy to know that I've stolen the slow cooker. But I promise I'll clean it up properly after I'm done with it. Yummy stew with Oxy Primer. So, right, let's get these rubbed down, and then we'll get to the fun part where we get to spray it. For those of you who have never seen a tacking cloth, this is what they look like. They're basically just a tacking cloth, aren't they?
Yeah.
The idea is obviously just to remove as much dust or anything that's residual on there. If I had some prep cleaner, I should use that. I don't actually have any, but this tends to do quite a nice job of clearing it up anyway. So as you can see, yeah, it's a quick rub, and you can see it's gone green already. And that's obviously not something you want to bury, because the paint will not take very nicely. Yeah, look at that. Amazing, this cloth. You think we've rubbed how much we've rubbed this down, and I'm still taking off green paint. Just thinking, in a few moments from now, the doors will no longer be green, we'll be free of the Shrek colour. So, I'm sure some of you might be wondering why I'm changing the colour. Because obviously in the vintage world of car restorations and things, I think most people love the originality of the regular paint that was on there. I actually agree with this. The only thing is, would you agree with this, Ian? This car, even in the last colour it wasn't original, was it?
No.
And I did look for Oxford green and things like that. And in the end, I came to a decision that this car isn't on its original registration plate anyway. The interior wasn't original anyway, and it's not got its original paint. So I thought, to make it a bit my own, I'm going to make a homage to the British Rail Service colours, which I really love. I think it will look fantastic in British maroon red and white. And people have been saying, does that mean you'll have to change the name from Holly? Because obviously we called it Holly because it was green and red. I don't think so, Ian. No. Because I think personally, Holly's got
Holly.
Red and a bit of cream in there as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't there something to do with white in Holly? So yeah, we'll keep the name. Now this one has actually already been primed, but I'm going to give it another go in anyway, just so it's they're all fresh. Moment the truth. Let's get spraying up. It is working. Remember, we are working with paint, so face marks on. Are we ready, Ian?
Yep.
Let's do that. Let's go. Oxy primer on, that is fantastic. Look, all four doors are now nice and covered. Yeah, I must admit, the gun was running like absolute rubbish when we first started. I'm guessing there must have been a block in there somewhere. But yeah, we seem to have got it working all right. So now we're going to let that dry. We now need to get the hopper ready for the light grey primer that's in here. And hopefully this will dry in time when we get that bit done in a minute. Ian, doesn't that look good?
Excellent.
In the meantime, Ian has brought a new sign for the garage. Oh, it's not a sign, it's a... Oh, look at that. Yes. Do you know what? I'd love a bike like this. What's this then? Aerial? Aerial. My dad was looking at one at one point. For some reason he chickened out for some reason. But yeah, where are we going to mount it, do you think?
I think over here.
Yes. Well, basically trying to cover the wall so much that you don't see all this brickwork here. But yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Nice and happy. Yep. Yeah, when you first enter, yeah, lovely. Yeah. Good job, Ian. Right, let's get it nailed up. Oh. Ian, I've heard a knock. Who is it? Oh, hello. Oh, my partner's brought me some. Oh, he's got some cake. Say hello, sweetie.
Yum, yum, yum.
Oh, you're coming back in a little while, aren't you, to show us your new Christmas present? Yeah, thank you, Mummy. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, daughter. Oh, cake. Yeah. Right, you're going to go back in the warm? Oh. There we go. Ready? It's going to look so cool. How about that?
That's it.
So Ian's very helpfully just helping dry these off a little bit. They don't need to be purely dry, just enough to be flipped over so we can paint the other sides with some grey primer. So I'm about to go on with the light grey primer. Ian, are you ready with the compressor? Let's go.
Ready?
Done it. Victory is ours. Look, all of the doors are now painted. Obviously, these are only the primer coats. Once the car has all been put back together and the whole car's been prepped and ready, we will move on to using these paints here. As you can see, there's rather a lot of them. You might be wondering, why have you got so many paints? Well, remember, for a fact, there's it's a two-tone colour, isn't it? We've got British Maroon Red and Carriage Quotes Cream, and we've got obviously the undercoats for each of those, and then obviously lacquer. So yeah, that's what these are all for. This is the part, if you look a few episodes back, we cut this entire section out and welded it. But, not perfect just yet, obviously there's some refinement to be done, but this now is ready to sort of go into storage whilst I sort out the rest of the car, and we can obviously then move on to hopefully the final coats to go on this car. Victory, Ian. Victory. It's all cleared up now, and I've got a very special guest for you today. Really special guest today, and she's going to show you what she's got for Christmas as well, which is quite exciting, and some surprise footage. Ian. We have some surprise footage to show you, so stay tuned. Don't miss this bit because it's going to be really good in a bit. So the last little things I wanted to share with you at the end of this episode was a couple of the Christmas presents that I've got this year, which is hopefully going to really help film the channel. I've got this little thing here, which my partner brought me, Catherine. You'll meet her in a minute. As you can see, yes, I can pretty much shape this and hang it on to pretty much everything, so this is going to be really helpful. The other thing I wanted to show you is this lovely little thing my sister's brought me. 2 seconds. This was when I first opened it. Apparently this is how YouTubers make themselves look a bit more well lighted whilst they're filming. It's got a little camera holder in the middle, so yeah, that's
called a polo mint.
Is that what it's called? A polo mint. Actually, it makes a massive difference. It really does. So yeah, hopefully some of my shots won't be quite as shaded as usual.
Why is it flashing?
If you've been watching any of my former episodes, you've probably noticed every single time I'm wearing this Suzuki jacket. I don't know why I wear this jacket so much, to be honest with you, but I love it, and I brought it for about $5 at the MCM bike show. It's like 5 years old and doesn't seem to want to die. Now, ever since I've owned this jacket, obviously my daughter has got more and more used to seeing me in it, and every time she sees this jacket, she always knows it's Daddy. So I thought this year I would, I saw it come up on eBay for a good deal. It was about 25 quid. I couldn't resist, so here you go. This is my daughter's version. I will present to you my daughter's new Suzuki Gitza jacket. Yay! Yay, look, it's the same. Yeah. So we're just going to cut to a quick clip of her opening this up on Christmas Day, because you did have a little bit of a reaction to it, didn't you? Yeah, you knew that was Daddy's jacket, didn't you? Now you've got one yourself. Not that she's going to be down here this much. It's usually far too smelly and full of fumes, but yeah, you never know. You might help. Right then, happy Christmas, my little one. Happy Christmas. Oh, what have you got? Erin, what's that?
You look so cute. Thank you.
Yeah. What do you think of your jacket?
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's smile.
Yeah. This is my partner, Catherine.
Hello.
Yes. She brought us some nice snacks earlier.
We did, yeah.
What-
What's the yummy cake?
Were you happy to see your boyfriend going to the River Hamble the other day?
Oh gosh, I know. Crazy, isn't he?
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Are you clapping?
Stop clapping, Ian. You're next. Yes, well, we've just done the part about Ian holding it. Yeah. Do you like your new jacket? Yeah.
There we go. Silly Dada.
Oh.
Oh, doesn't really know what to do, does she?
Hey, Daddy. Oh.
Hello, my love.
Want to go to Mama. So the question is, who wants to see the footage of the River Hamble?
Yes.
Yes. Are we ready?
Yeah, we
Erin,
do.
you want to see how silly your
yeah.
daddy is? Yeah. Mostly we figured that means yes.
There we go.
Cool, cut to the clip. So I was very busy last night, and I came down to the garage when I had a bit of spare time to decorate the plank that Ian had painted black. I went one further and decided to paint the channel's name onto it. Ian, would you like to present to us the man's garage plank? Crikey me, we're going to need to come out of the frame. Look at that! subscribers between, when was it? About 3 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, the 28th of December, which it is now. I can report I've only got 32. So therefore, I will be walking this plank. Ian, show the plank. I think it looks rather good, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yes, look, I put scary blood on it and everything. Right, shall we do this then? With us here today is my father. He would not miss an opportunity, and he's going to use this oar in case I decide to get scared and run away.
I'm the secondary man for that.
Oh God, here we go. That looks really cold in there, doesn't it? So I'm going to jump straight off. Yeah. Do not drop my phone.
No.
Oh my God. Oh, that's horrendous.
Are you all right? Come on. Come on, down there.
In the balcony. Ready? There's a good lad. Yeah. Go on.
Well done, Dick.
Cold enough. I weren't standing there long, that's for sure. Like and subscribe. Oh, that is cold. Oh. One last little thing I wanted to say about what we've just done. I am actually a highly trained swimmer, and I have people with me. We had a radio and everything. Obviously, do not try this at home. Unless you're an idiot. Now that I have been thoroughly submerged, we've decided to go and have a beer. For those of you that don't know where we are, this is the Hamwell Estuary down at Southampton, which is where the Titanic left. Yes, and that is very cold, so we should go warm up now, I think. What do you think?
Yep.
Are we all done? Let's go. Despite the fact that we have these new tripods and stuff helping us, as you probably saw in that footage, yes, Ian.
Yeah. Okay. I'm a good cameraman.
Yes, well, he was holding it like this, and the camera somehow caught some of his fingers.
Fingers.
I've tried covering it up, and it just looked awful. So we'll leave it in there. So I hope you all enjoyed Ian's finger.
And I'm going to walk the plank.
Yeah, you should walk the plank for this, I think.
I think
But
so, yeah.
I think possibly when the weather's a little bit better
Warm,
and
yeah.
probably a bit warmer. But I'll hold you to that. He will walk the plank. Crikey, we're going to need to bring a plank. You're joking. You're joking. I don't know about you, Ian. Did you feel as if, like, I know my dad was there to help and obviously rescue me in case I was swept away by the tide, but it kind of felt like he was having that oar sitting there ready to push me in. Do you think?
True. He could have.
He literally looked like he was about to push it. How dare you? No, I jumped in anyway, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did a fantastic job.
I don't think
Brilliant.
I've ever come out of the water so
So
quick.
quick. He came out like grease lightning.
So
Tell ya.
cold in there, literally. I got in, I was like, no, I'm not having this, I'm coming out.
A risk assessment out the window.
I think it was worth going though. The pub was nice, wasn't it?
It was good, yeah.
We had a really
Yeah.
good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Normal people would probably be sitting there with their turkeys.
And there was one other boat out as well.
Yeah, we did meet another boat, didn't we?
Yeah.
Over 100 years old.
So,
They were
yeah.
quite cool to meet.
Yeah,
But I'm sure most other people had normal plans, like eating turkey sandwiches and stuff.
that's right. Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
Now I go and take a
But-
jump into the Hamwell Estuary, but that's just me. I'm odd. That's pretty much it from me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing me jump off the plank. No more stupid bets on subscribers now. Subscribe at your own leisure now. Yes. Now something we just wanted to end on a little bit was obviously when we decided to take the boat out to do that, the conditions definitely weren't good.
We're bad.
Yes, they were bad. When we turned up, like literally whistling noises.
Noises.
Yeah. However, it wasn't actually out in the main ocean. It's up in an estuary, isn't it?
That's it. Hamble.
Yeah, so we did launch it under the understanding that if it was too choppy and we were really struggling, we would just simply come back. And obviously we were wearing life jackets the whole time.
And the Isle of Wight ferry was closed
Yeah.
for the day as well.
Yeah, literally, it was
Close.
a bit of a worry the other day. I know the camera probably didn't show it, but I'm sure you could hear in the audio that, yeah, it was certainly windy out there. So anyway, that's it from us this time. Have a happy New Year.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to release this tomorrow, which is New Year's Eve. If it's not, then I'm sorry. But I'll see you in 2024 for the next episode. What's the next episode, Ian? I think we're probably going to go underneath the car.
Underneath, yeah.
Yeah, going under.
Yeah.
I think we'll call it going under.
Going under.
Yeah, going under. Where, as you'll see, there's some alarming discoveries underneath there. Certainly going to keep me busy for the next few episodes. So anyway, see you in 2024.
And Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Bye-bye. And let's have a cheers. Doors of victory.
Doors of
Your
victory.
doors of victory. Yes. Well done. Bye-bye.